You're the expert at training neural networks, so why do you need idle systems? As you know, back in the 2040s, we needed neural networks to trade stocks, fold proteins, predict crime, and set prices. But these models were rendered obsolete and unable to grow. Why? The UN's sweeping climate change resolution massively impacted the computing sector's ability to train neural networks. With the carbon cost to train a neural net doubling every 3 months, companies around the world needed to comply with the carbon-neutral regulations, and that's where Idle Labs came in. In 2045, we created the first ever digit classifier, using only 0.8% normal energy intake, and this was only the beginning. 3 years later, the first network was trained on an orangutan. We then managed to train the first network using inactive neurons in the motor cortex of a sleeping human. This is when we at Idle Labs launched the first commercial venture, the Idle Lounge suite of neural network training furniture. We work with you, the movers and innovators of the AI industry, to train your models using real human neural architecture, reducing your carbon footprint to essentially zero. Anyone can opt into this program, getting a shipment of free, unobtrusive lounging furniture. Participants get paid a handsome fee to rent out their unused motor cortex architecture as your data flows through their neural pathways at a fraction of the cost and energy it would take on conventional and even neuromorphic computer architecture. By providing users with furniture, their participation in Idle's research becomes as simple as resting and drifting off. In this way, there's no need for clunky headgear or obtrusive equipment. At Idle, we're looking far, far into the future, and eventually, even the smallest tech development companies will rely on zero-emission neurocompute power to train their neural networks. Only by using something as ubiquitous and essential to the human experience as furniture to access human neural architecture can we ensure that we'll continue to help AI leaders train their networks for decades and decades to come.